Hey man, have you ever caught yourself thinking, if I stay stuck in this 9 to 5 job, I'll never become truly wealthy? If your life starts changing, you'll notice people around you saying things like that. The difference between the rich and the poor often comes down to whether or not you actually listen to those thoughts. That moment of realization, when you start questioning things, is what separates those who remain stuck from those who break free. So, is there a rich face or a specific look that wealthy people have? Not exactly, but their expression is totally different. Rich people tend to have brighter, more open faces. Your facial expressions and emotions are closely linked, like a two-way street. If you make it a habit to wear a smile, to carry yourself with a positive expression, you'll naturally start feeling happier. On the flip side, if you're constantly frowning, carrying negativity, or wallowing in self-pity, those emotions start shaping your reality. Your general mood influences the direction of your life more than you realize. There's no such thing as a success face, but there is something called a winning presence. I've seen this in my own friends. When we were fail something or broke, I noticed that some people carried a constant air of negativity, always complaining about the past, frustrated with the present, and anxious about the future. That attitude gets etched into their faces. And over time, it creates an invisible but powerful divide between those who move forward and those who stay stuck. Please remember this. If you truly want to succeed in your field, you must completely eliminate these three things from your life. Think about it. Appearance is just something people see. But presence? That's something people feel and remember. Someone might be conventionally attractive, but if their presence is off, if they carry an aura of negativity or entitlement, they won't leave a lasting impression. Meanwhile, a person with an engaging magnetic presence, they naturally attract people, opportunities, and success. This plays out in the professional world too. People who struggle with a sense of inferiority often convince themselves that success is out of reach. They create excuses, telling themselves, "Oh, that guy had rich parents. He had a head start. Me? I don't stand a chance." It's a mindset of scarcity, and honestly, it's a trap. I'll give you an example from my own life. When I first started working, I saved aggressively, barely spending on anything unnecessary. After a year, I had about $15,000 saved up. My goal was $100,000, but at that pace, it would take me 6 years, way too long. So I started looking for ways to shorten the timeline. Luckily, I found a method, started a business, and within 4 years, I hit my goal. And once I crossed that threshold, something clicked. I no longer thought, can I save money? I knew I could. And here's the kicker. Making the next $100,000 took less time. The first time, it took 4 years. But the second time? Only 3. The time keeps shrinking because once you know you can do something, you do it faster and better. At that point, my mindset shifted from I can save money to I'm on my way to becoming rich. Because if making money keeps getting easier, what does that tell you? That wealth is a process, a skill. When I finally saved my first big chunk of cash, I used it to buy my mom a home. It wasn't just a purchase, it was an experience. I had to visit dozens of properties, check the neighborhoods, go through all the paperwork. And as I did, I realized, oh, so this is how real estate works. At first, I wasn't even thinking about real estate as an investment. I just wanted my mom to have a nice place. But as time passed and I saw property values rising, I thought, wait a second, there's something here. That's when I decided to really study real estate. I didn't just gamble on property, I studied it. I read books, watched videos, even enrolled in a real estate program at university. I learned the laws, the market trends, the ins and outs of making smart investments. And here's what I realized. Knowledge is money. The more I knew, the more I earned. People think investing is about luck. It's not. It's about knowledge, experience, and deliberate decision-making. The first deal is always nerve-wracking. I was scared as hell. I still remember standing on a bridge, looking at this huge lake near the property I was about to invest in. My heart was racing. At first, I thought that feeling was fear, but then I realized it was excitement. When you take that nervous energy and see it as anticipation instead of anxiety, your whole perspective shifts. That's when I decided, I'm going to live my life embracing excitement, not fear. And you know what? That mindset has taken me further than anything else. Most people hold themselves back because they're too afraid to take the leap. But the truth is, if you're going to fail, fail forward. Now let's talk about something uncomfortable. 9 to 5 jobs won't make you rich. I know. It's harsh. But here's the deal. If you're just a worker trading time for money, you'll never escape the cycle. The only way to break free is to transition from being an employee to being self-employed. Or better yet, an owner. There's a huge difference between having a job title and having a skill set that generates money on its own. Some people get promoted and think they've leveled up, but in reality, they've only changed their job title. If you remove the title, what's left? If you can't generate the same income outside of a company, you don't actually own your value. The key to true financial independence is self-education and skill building. And that starts with 3 core habits. Number 1, reading. Not just for fun, but to develop your own voice. Writing about what you read forces you to process ideas deeply. Do this for 10 years, and you'll think at a higher level than 99% of people. Number 2, exercise. Not just to stay fit, but to sharpen your mind. Moving your body shifts your energy, sparks creativity, and unlocks new perspectives. Ever notice how a walk can clear your head? Same principle, but multiplied. Number 3, meditation. Not to be spiritual, but to master your own mind. When you clear out distractions and just exist in stillness, you start seeing life in a whole new way. Do these 3 things for 10 years, and I promise, your life will be unrecognizably better. At the end of the day, success isn't about hustling harder. It's about loving the game. If you enjoy the process, you'll outlast everyone who's just grinding for a paycheck. And you'll know you're on the right path when people start saying, "Hey, you seem different." What's changed? That's when you'll realize everything has changed. Catch you next time. See ya.